So I've created my office space. Well, it was kind of like this before, but I just made it nicer. Got myself a little box for my stuff. I am starting to track, well, track more professionally all of my business work that I've been doing. I didn't know how to say that. I got myself a second laptop here for when I'm doing two things at once. And yeah, I already have a chair. And I'm also learning about the operating agreement right now. So I'm learning like what I need to put in it, how I need to structure it, but I can't show you guys because if I show you guys, then that could be used against me in the future. So you guys are gonna have to be curious and wonder what's in it, but never know. Oh, so complicated. My brain is hurting. So, I just spent the last 3 hours working on my operating agreement. I still don't know if I feel totally comfortable on whether or not if it is adequate for my business. But it is a fluid document, so I could change it at any time as long as I get another sign off on it. But I have tried to call North Star agent and they're not getting back to me yet, so it is pretty early. But so when I say and I too much. When I get a hold of North Star agent, then I'm going to have them explain this operating agreement to me a little better because it is a template from them and it pretty much works for what I'm doing, but I just need to be more clear on it. Yeah, so after I get that done, then I'll be sending it off in the mail to my business partner and I will have them sign it. And then we got the operating agreement in place. The operating agreement is not necessary, but it sure does help when you're conducting business. And if you ever get brought to court, then the court is going to ask for your operating agreement, and it just looks better if you have it. So that's why I'm making sure to get it done right away. So what I am going to do right now is I am going to call up some banks in America and ask if they would let me set up a bank account for my LLC remotely, because some of them you need to go in with your ID and so on and so forth, but I don't even have a passport, so I can't even cross the border. So that's what I'm going to go do right now, and I will update you on the status of whether or not if I find one. Hi. So I live in Canada, but I'm setting up an LLC in Arizona, and I was wondering, is there any way that I could set up a bank account with you guys remotely? Because I don't even have a passport. Okay, so I wouldn't have to come in at all, right? So that went very well. On my first call, they said that I can open a bank account remotely. That was an easy win. So I guess I'm going to be going with Wells Fargo, but right now I need to wait on my employer identification number before I can go set up my account. So until then, it's just a waiting game. So I am going with Phoenix, Arizona, and surrounding cities as my market. So I'm not really sure why I'm picking Phoenix, Arizona. It just seems alright. What do you guys think? What places in Arizona would be a good market for me to do business in? If you want to just drop it in the comments and let me know. That'd be greatly appreciated. I might end up changing my market if you guys got good reasons why I should go with a different market. But it's got to be in Arizona because that's where my LLC is. So if it interests you, I've written a little article on how to determine the ARV of a property, and I will be adding the link to it in the description. So feel free to go check that out. That's all, folks.